Hello, viewers. My name is Midas Jimo. I'm the team lead of Plan B Express. Um, and we have a platform referred to Plan B Express Cashflow Solution Club. So you're welcome to Plan B Express Cashflow Solution Club. Hey there. We're here to help you to get started with the global financial market, leveraging on our club. You're all in one platform for passive, active, and residual income in order to improve your personal economy and maximize your social capital. If you're looking for an easier and a reliable way to automate your account with master traders, trade your account with signals and scanners while also building affiliate partnership system, you are in the right place. A bit about us. Of course, Plan B Express has been in the system for over 2 decades now, but of course, revolutionizing different aspects of financial market, most especially the advent of cryptocurrencies, and then we explore low gems and difference out there. But what's the purpose of this group? Baltos Plan B Express Club was built out of passion to help humanity benefit from the treasure of global financial market and digital system. Now, to achieve our financial freedom, right? Now, our goal of 5 years to financial freedom via digital asset accumulation is one of the powerful area that we set every subscriber to look into. Our mission is to empower individual people with ease-to-go solution for wealth building by providing copy trading, portfolio management, and trading resources. Now, I've come to realize that our global financial market system, especially has to do with digital environment. Number one, there are misconceptions. A lot of people do not understand what it is to be in the global market. A lot of people do not understand what it takes to be in the digital environment in terms of forex trading, crypto trading. In fact, the misconception people have is that crypto forex is scam and all of that is not legitimate. Now, the one that's even legitimate, according to them, what they know that is legitimate, especially in the case of Africa, and I will use specifically Nigeria as a one. My experience and interaction with people, both old, young, when you recommend stock market to them, which is capital market, they do not understand. Now, they still have misconception. What are the misconceptions? The aspect of, oh no, stock is not working. Stock is dead. Stock market is dead. Yes, those are the things, those are feedback I get when I did a personal survey with people. Now, these are misconceptions. And they do not understand. And I will tell people that the worst ignorance to reject what you know nothing about from afar. And I look, it's quite embarrassing. And people will tell you, even the people you think that they are elite, that they should have basic understanding. But I won't blame them. It's not their fault. It's by default. And that's what has born out of me and our group to look at. We need to explore and show people how to maximize opportunity in the global financial market. So you say crypto, you say scam. You say forex, you say gambling. You say stock, you say old and liquidated. Then what are you exploring? Now, not many persons knew that instead of saving their money and calling it and having a saving account, not many persons knew that they can actually have interest saving platforms. Yes, I mean it. Interest saving platform that you can plan your financial life and say, hey, I can put in my money here and I'm going to be using this money in 2027, in 2028, maybe the next 3 years. That's financial planning. And dropping the money there, putting on the money there will be yielding as much as possible. Maybe sometime per annum, maybe 15, maybe 10%, maybe 13%, just like talk about treasury bill, so to talk about. Not many persons have proper orientation about all of this. No wonder the scripture talked about the heart of a man is more deceptive than other things. And he said, Matthew said, okay, I'm not here for scriptural quoting, but that's one of the books that I use for my business activities. And he said, we shall take from those that have less and give to those that have more so that they can have more than enough. They can have abundance. Huh? He said, those we shall give to those who have more, who have enough, so that they can have abundance. So I'm just, um, paraphrasing it. We give to those who have, and then we will collect from those that don't have, even the little they have, and give to those who have so that they can have more abundance. Now, you may read it to different interpretation, but what I pick from there is that the adage says The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. And so why? Because what a successful man is doing every day is what an unsuccessful and a poor mind is doing occasionally. What a successful man is doing every day is what a failure, a poor-minded people, because when you say poor man, they don't know, they just talk about cash trap and all of that. What a successful man is doing every day is what a poor minded person is doing occasionally. So you can't do things that should stabilize you occasionally and expect a consistent output or better result. So these are the things that have been passion to us. Like we want people to explore the global financial market at ease. So your investing and trading toolkit at a glance. First, we'll talk about passive income. Now, listen, when you hear about passive income, so understand that our passive income has nothing to do with Ponzi scheme, ROI system, get rich quick, robbing Peter to pay Paul. No, it's an independent decentralized system that first we'll talk about copy and automation. And I'm not here to detail that because this is meant for an orientation. And of course, I'm going to take you through our platform, how you navigate once you become a subscriber or you're already a subscriber. Now, automation, copy and automation. You all know that AI is another big, big environment today that can be explored for different things. Trust me, financial markets used to be like a demon to a lot of people. But I've said the worst ignorance to reject what you know nothing about from afar. Now, how? Because the space you have a lot of tools, especially with AI system, to leverage on and make better financial decisions. So our first aspect is the passive income, which cuts across copy and automation. And trust me, the good news is that we have about 6 segments of copy system. So you can diversify. We have a spread of copy and automation. Some aggressive, some moderate, some super aggressive, some super conservative. Now you can see that diversification is one of the biggest way to minimize risk. Now, we're talking about diversification into different policy schemes, talking about diversification into different strategy and portfolio. Just like in stock market, when you are diversifying, you look at different sectors of the economy. Now, investing in telecommunication, investing in banking, investing in tech, investing in agriculture, investing in probably energy and all of that. So when you have that, a factor day, we have portfolio segment that manage just like talk about ETF. So when you invest in ETF, you are invariably cut across different sectors and different stocks of different companies. So if a particular one is down, one will edge when this one is up. So you just know how robust this are, and that's the thing we actually create. So we have 6 that cut across forest, cut across crypto, and synthetic. That's number one. Number 2, we have stock recommendation. We recommend stock, both local, international stock for you, and at the same time, show you platform that you can put in money for what we call interest yield, like mutual fund, um, treasury bill, and all of that. You may say, "Oh no, that these are slow." I call it financial backup. There will be time you have abundance from a crypto. For instance, let me use an example. Good number of people bought Shiba Inu with us in 2020, 2021. I can record, just not to mention figure, but I knew how many people invested very little, tiny, significant amount of money, but they become millionaires. So I don't need to mention figure, but millionaires. But I can tell you, trust me, because of lack of financial literacy, many just wasted it. They spend it on stuff, they bought cars, they change jobs, change wardrobes, all of that. But they didn't know that that's the time to rebound and expand their portfolio. Trust me, if you do not have a cash flow, I'm sorry. And I have a personal experience. Most time when people do something, they'll say, "Oh, I need to do this." Some of those things you are spending money on and call asset, we call them an illiquid asset. The first thing you must build is your cash flow and not, I'm sorry, because some people will be listening to me, maybe realtor and all of that. The worst mistake anybody will do when you make your first millions, either in naira or dollar, is to go and build house, is to go and buy land. Those are not the things that are necessary. When you have the first millions, is to build system. Even the scriptures to confirm it. It's a feed the feed first before then you come and make your home so that the feed can be working. So you need to have system that generate money. If not, that house will become a liability. Trust me, eventually. Now, if you want to look at it, when you have some financial stress, try to place your land for sale. You won't see buyer. That's the truth. And that's one of the factors that make banks not to finance real estate because it's an illiquid. Does that mean it's a bad investment? No. So before you can actually get to where to make it liquid, then it's going to require much, much capital. Let's move forward. So we have stock and interest yield. Then you have crypto spot and staking. Spot means buy low, sell high. And that's the same thing we'll talk about stock recommendation. Two aspects of stock is the fact that you can buy and earn dividend. You can see now that it's passive income. You get from capital gain and you get from dividend. So there are some stock we have bought now. Let me use a case study in Nigeria, MTN. We bought it at 158 naira per share in 2019. Right now, one share of MTN stock, it's about 531 naira per share while I'm talking now or this recording. So you can see the difference and about money and finances. Okay. So stock recommendations, you have some you're buying to hold and to make dividend, you have some, even the same stock, buy low, sell high, come down again, buy. That's diversification. Then respreading, much money, capital gain, dividend, rebrand, redistribute order to other sector so that you cut across. Sometimes there will be a favor of this industry or this sector. For instance, AI sector, there's a kind of bubble in that now. So if you don't have diversification to read, just like people will say, hey, I make money in stock. Let me use a case study of Nigerian stock so that you don't think we do both local and international stock. Now, this stock, we bought it, so it was like a downtime, major time. And I tell people, if you're financially literate, it is when others are afraid that you are supposed to be greedy. So greed is part of man, but how you use it, what differentiates you. What happened? This same stock was at the verge of just the bottom out at about 1 naira per share, later moved to about 1 naira 58 kobo. I will remember. And I make recommendation for a lot of people. You can check, you can ask people. If you're in plan B, you can bear record and witness to this. And few people bought. And of course, some persons, I remember calling a friend who was in the state then. I say, okay, buy this stock. Say, bro, I don't believe in Nigerian stock. Well, I say, okay, no problem. I told you the worst ignorance is to reject what you know nothing about. And enemy of knowledge is equally knowledge. And guess what? This same stock, what really matters is the naira that matter. Can I have multiplier effect of my money? Yes. Okay. If naira is your problem, then find a way to make so much money in naira. See what money cannot do, more money can do. And I can tell you, this stock moved from that 1 naira 50, 85 kobo. Let's say everybody on the average they were able to buy this same Transcorp at 2 naira per share. Within the shortest time in that same year, the stock moved to 18 naira per share. You hear me right? So do the mathematics. From 2 naira to 18 naira, well, I don't know how much is the percentage. But I think at this time, you are counting X and not percentage any longer, right? Now, the same stock moved back again to about 11 naira. Now, as I'm talking to you right now, that stock should be at least worst case scenario above 14 naira per share. Now, does that sound something to you? The same thing MTN, like I mentioned, and so many there. Fibsin, all right, Fibsin's pharmaceutical company and all of that. Talked about, different stocks that I recommended. Recently, we talked about the first hold coal and then was barely below 30 naira per share. Recently, it's about 53 naira per share. So I'm talking to you now. You can confirm that, right? Now, international stock recommendation of Invida when it was still low. I remember vividly was 58 naira dollar per share. Presently, Invida, it's about $190 per share. Does that sound to you? In 2019, I bought a stock called NEO. Within the year, we bought at about $3 per share. It rose to about $64 to $69 per share. But let me now tell you, that same stock, something happened because there are factors that can affect market, business, and all of that. That's why you need to know. When you are experiencing and interacting, exploring the global financial market, you should understand the risk associated. And that's why you diversify, you act, you remove, you adjust, you improve, you check, you evaluate, and these are the work we do for you. It's just for you to follow instruction, We don't hold your money. We direct you. We educate you. We enlighten you. You have sound financial literacy and understanding of the scope of the market, as it were. And guess what? That same stock moved from that $69 per share and came down again back to the bottom of $3 per share. Guess what? I still bought some at about $10, $11. It crashed down to $3 per share. That's okay, no problem. I bought some at $3, $3.5. It went up to about $8 per share. Guess what? The stock has returned back to again $4, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this is a dimension you should understand, but it's money made, money is made. So you have to now think like the children of Issachar to understand time and season. All right. So spot crypto and staking. So look at Bitcoin. Remember when I told people we are now in bull season? When we officially crossed to the bull season, we started it at $17,000. In this bull run, we are still running. And then finally, I stopped talking and said, well, if you miss at $25,000, you can still buy, but you miss the total bottom. From $25,000 to $127,000, I think it was super amazing. So that's one thing. Right now, as I'm talking now, there are some coins we recommended yesterday. You can check it depending on where you are watching this video. All right? Right? ZEC. So ZEC was below $500. It was at $465. And I told people buy on your future account. Even use 3x or maximum of 5x as a beginner. It didn't take up to 24 hours. This same coin moved above $500 per coin, and different style that way. So then we talk about land banking and retailing. So many wouldn't understand. So I'm not going to talk so much about that. But when you come on board, when you are exploring, we still show you platform where instead of going for illiquid assets, there are dimensions to which you can do what we call down payment into some companies that's they are doing. You'll be making your return, and then anytime you want to request for out, opting out and all of that, you can do it. So now the active income is basically on trading. Now, trust me, one of the things we have put in place in trading is to help you reduce the stress and fear you have about trading, and even the name you call trading as gambling. No, it's about calculated probability. You work with probability. Now, it's not a certainty. Many people say, but with that probability, you try to work with precision. And so beyond just guesswork, all right? So, and I always tell people three things that matters in trading is where, why, and when. So where has to do with context, okay? Okay, where? So that is area of focus. Where should I focus for things to happen? Then why? That has to do with reference point, confluences. What should happen for me to actually take action and all of that? Then when? That has to do with precision. So say, oh, okay, now this has happened. What should I check for confirmation? Now it's here. Now these confluences are made. So what again should I do? What should I see when these confluences are made so that to take action? That is a summary of trading. So take note. If you don't, you can write it down. Where, which has to do with context. Right? Context means which area should this thing come to? Then what should form in this area is now why. Why do you do it? Because, do you see now? Because. Now, if that's why you do it, which is the because, is not in that context you are supposed to pick, then it doesn't make sense. Then, precision. Oh, maybe, so let me use an example. Those of you who are trading, oh, it has come to my area of focus, and then and in that my area of focus, what should I see my area of focus to now make it, in my area of focus, maybe for instance, let's say trading, we talk about, PDRs, okay? PDRs, that is premium and discount. It is expected that when you want to buy something, you should buy at a discounted value. So if the market come to my discounted value, oh, good. Now, what again should I now check in my discounted value? Oh, market return to my discounted value to rebalance, which has to do with imbalance, inefficiencies, and all different factors. Oh, it has come to grab liquidity in that area. Oh, it has actually come to fill an area, or it has come to respect maybe like demand zone, maybe another block. These are things that we talk about in the trading. Then, oh, fine, you are now there. So what should I now do to enter? Oh, for the fact that it has returned there, fill the imbalances, fill the inefficiency, then How do I, what will convince me? Yes, it's now convincing. What should I see to trigger my action? Which has to do with precision. Oh, when you get there, markets start rejecting, showing you a reversal or a continuation, which has to do maybe with candle pattern or particular price action stuff like engulfing, or maybe borrowing some SMC call about market structure shift or a swing point and all of that. And then you find out. So what we did was to simplify. But guess what? There are a few things that are going to help you. You don't need to know these things so much. Is that how does it work? And applying them, which has to do with signal. We give you three signals, then scanners available that will tell you where to buy, where to sell. Now, raw price action, I just mentioned. Then access to prop firm. I don't have plenty money. Then I want to have plenty money to trade. That's where prop firm comes to play. Then the last thing, so this I just explained is that active income, which has to do with career trading, but with supported tools that will simplify trading for you, that you don't need to start thinking like, oh, is SADIS and all those why. So, right now, the nice thing is the residual income. Now, many confuse residual income to passive income. No. Now, residual income may not necessarily mean you need to have the money. Passive income, you need to have the money. Passive income means I invest, I'm getting generated income or appreciation and all of that. Residual income means I engage in a system, I get rewarded, and I can continue to get rewarded again. So by building a system, I get rewarded. By agree to a certain contract, I get rewarded. They make different references. For instance, even whether it's true or it's not true, I don't have in fact to back it. People refers to a particular then president of this country who had certain agreement when MTN was to be launching as a telecommunication in Nigeria, and say, okay, at any pack of this is amount you should give to me and all of that. So even when he was away, either he invested or not and all of that, the agreement was signed if it's true. And then so as the thing continue, just the company to be making sales, they will be having. They say again another prime minister, is it premier, whatever, did same thing to Coca-Cola and all of that. So these are residual income. If you don't know it today, before, know it today, and look for opportunity that you can leverage on that way, and then you'll be winning. So the good news is that if you join Plan B Express Cash Flow Solution and recommend to other people, you make 20% of their monthly or yearly or quarterly or halfway subscription. You get that? So what does it take to be part of this? Of course, yearly is just $150, and you have access to this. It's not 1,000, it's not 2,000, it's not 3,000. It's just $150. And guess what? Education is available for you to learn as much as possible. Now, let me take you to the Telegram. So, because when you subscribe and you want to, as you get started, there are a whole lot of things there that will be there that probably you may not be exploring, but they are fantastically available for you, for your consumption. But, if you are ignorant of it, then that's going to be a very serious problem. Now, so let me quickly show you, because my time is fast spent. Let me quickly show you how you should navigate through the system, and once you come on board on the platform, okay? Once you come on board on the platform, I'm going to take you through the Telegram quickly.
Recording in progress.
All right, so I'm going to take you through. So let's go. Let me take you through navigating this platform, so that once you subscribe, you don't get confused. So once you subscribe, you don't get confused. So let's go. Quickly, I'll take you through right now. So as soon as you subscribe or you're already a subscriber, you are given platform to navigate. So let's go. So you are added to a Telegram, which is called Plan B Express Cash Flow Solution. Now, let me take you around. So pay attention, it's very crucial here. So when you come in here, so we have different style. Are you seeing what I'm doing now? At the left button, because you have different style of showing this, either you put it in table format or in a channel like you see. You see all. If I click on now, so you see future trading setups. You can see some trading setup when we send signal. Now look at this signal. I hope you can see the screen. We send this signal previous day and it has done massive thing. And I've not closed some. See when it did 18%, just using 5x leverage. Because I recommended that because if you're a beginner, say we missed the major entry, you can use 2 to 3x to minimize risk if it stop loss. So eventually, see what, and then got to 45. As at yesterday, it has already done 50%. Imagine using 5x. If it was 10x, we'll have done 100%. Okay, so this is future setup. Now, next you see general discussion. Here we discuss things generally. You can see I was telling them if BTC can sail through the retest, right, that region, it will be more healthy going up. And look at it just to show, right, the Bitcoin chart of where it needed to actually break for us to bounce up. Are you getting it? So this is general discussion. Then you see synthetic setup. This is where we send signals for synthetic trading, both on deriv and well trade. If you look at it, this instrument is deriv. And what is here? We want the market to actually come down to this point so that we can find an entry. Because why? It's a bullish market. So a market that's crashing now, a lot of people will jump in. Hey, it's like the market want to crash. And so for it crashing, I need to sell. Now, after he sell, the market now bounce. He didn't know why, because ignorance. And these are the things we take off from your, struggle. So when it got here, we now still expect certain price action. To see the message and say, awaiting arrival and confirmation for buying. And eventually it happened. And then it was a beautiful trade eventually. All right. So I say, congratulations. It was a full blast. All profit smash. That was 3 to 1 risk reward, which is over 2,600 pips. So this is synthetic area. Now you move next again to future trading training. Now, here is not signal, it's training, information. So some videos I'll do for people to learn how to navigate and trade future trading. And that's the video you will be finding here, or resources and information regarding future trading. Now look at this education and resources. This is a general education, both on crypto, forex, synthetic stocks. So it's not specific, okay? Generally trading, investment, or updates, anything that can enlighten and help our understanding. Onboarding note, you come in, go through this place to read the detail of what this platform is all about, right? Then crypto spot training. So that means teaching about how to buy and sell crypto. You can see spot trading on crypto and stock. So just to educate people on how to. Now, forex trading setups, that is signal, purely signal, buy, sell, golds, currency pairs, and different stuff. Do you get it now? Now, next, synthetic volatility training. This is not signal. This is training on synthetic, how to buy, how to sell, both on well trade, both on deriv, and then we have one now we're experimenting called Think Market. So that's what you get. Now, stock recommendation, all right? So here, this has to do with buying of stocks and all the like, right? maybe we have like different stock recommendation or public offer and all like. So you can see these stocks, they buy at $19, projection is $21 to $25 and all of that. So this is where we send stock. So you always come automation. Yes, this has to do with that 6 layers of automation I said about our automation 24x leverage and all of that. Look at where we show here of when this has done 30%, say this is 1 month and 4 days result. 1 month did 25% successfully. Kindly let us know your progress and all of that. Contact this. So once you come in and then your account has not been set up, you contact support numbers that are fixed there. Then this is technical tools, maybe chart. Sometimes I send my chart activities just to enlighten us on technical analysis and some other related tools. Registration links. You are supposed to come here, immediately you sign up, and then you see links. So look at volatility indices, so you can see different markets. Then look at prop firm, funded next, 10 trade, and all the like. So they are there. So look at data and technical analysis, trading view, Becknet software, currency index, right? And different stuff that you can find. And then look at passive capital market and savings investment, Merit Trade, Optimus, Trove, Bamboo, right? And different platforms that you can use for Forex. Capital Extend is a major we use for our personal trading and not like. Are you following, please? Then you have trading dictionary, so you can just study to equip yourself. So challenge prop firm. Okay, you can see them and then update about prop firm, new prop firm. So look at where we show how money, the prop firm that is moving. Okay, so see this, somebody was giving what ChatGPT and the strategies was using to trade on prop firm, right? Then forex trading training. So information training about forex trading. So then you have robotic trading training. So it has to do with how to use robotic for trading. Now, here is very important. Beginners awareness on signal, how to take our signal and all of that. There's a need for you to go through when signal come and how do you take it. Innovative coin. So sometime opportunity coin, we send it and then people make money. You understand? All right. So this is the aspect. Then weekly, monthly update report, newsletter, beginners class. Go there and learn. It's your own and it's your right. Personal awareness and all this. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the summary of what we have for you. And I'm sure it's going to be a lovely one. So, thank you very much. My name again is Beda Sifeli Jimo. I'm the team leader of Plan B Express. Merry Christmas in arrears and Happy New Year in advance. This is 2025. Crossing to 2026 is going to be massive.